Hello everyone, welcome to our today's session. I'm Tariq Mahmoud here with you for this session. Hopefully you will enjoy this session. Today we are going to do something about CSS background properties, and we'll use another jQuery plugin which is old carousel. So hopefully it will be useful for you who are already started learning about HTML, CSS, or jQuery. So let's start. Before starting, I just want to ensure that you are watching my screen properly and listening my voice without any noise. So if you have any problem, you can just comment out in the session in the YouTube session. Before starting, I'm just showing some settings quickly because it might be problem for few for beginners because it might not know that there is a settings for the quality option. Just click on the settings icon and check the quality option. There are many options. For better resolution, you have to check 360 or 480, one of them. By default, it might be selected 144 or 240. In that case, you will not see my screen properly and it can be blurred. So hopefully you set these settings properly for your screen. So I'm going to start our session. So the background properties. Actually, background properties is the important part for the CSS actually, because it is using many properties: background color, background image, and the position of the background, so on. So let's see actually how it will work. So let's start with the div. Just a div. We can say that a class, just a box. It will be a blank box for now. And for CSS, we'll just give some value for properties width and height. We can use 200 pixel for width and height, the same as 200 pixel. And we can use a background color. So it can be background color. I'm using just the color code of the black, or you can write black directly, no problem. So let's see how it will show now. Okay, just I'm opening my file with Firefox. Yeah, this is just simple div with black background. So I have used the properties is background color. If I want to use the background image, it can be like that. Background image. Okay. So it will be just there is an image in my same folder working directory. So let's see how it looks. Yeah, the image just shown an image which I have already included. So you can see the images. Yeah, this is a complete image, but we can see the image is just a simple image. So if we want to see that image completely, we can increase it like 1200 and the height as well 1200. So what will happen now? We can see the image, but the problem is the images is repeated. Yeah, you can see the image size is here, just and another one is started and so on. So this is the one property is that by default the images are repeated. So how can we stop this repeat? Yeah, there is an option for the background repeat. No repeat. So it will not be repeated. It will show just once, yeah. And you can see the interesting thing that the other background is just black because we use the background color black, yes. So the images are high prioritized. That means if you used image, in that case image will be shown. Otherwise, the color will be shown. So if we use the no repeat, that means the image is not repeated. It is just shown once, and the other part is actually filled with the color. Well, there is another properties. It can be repeat X, so that check it how it will work. Yes, repeat X. That means it will be repeat in the x-axis. You can say that one completed, then another one started within the size of the div, and it is not repeated actually y-axis. It just x. We can use y-axis if we want to use that. Yeah, now it is repeated in the y-axis, not the x-axis. So we can use no repeat for now. There is another thing is the background position. So you can see how it will work. For example, we are using bottom. Yes. So it is the bottom now. That means the image will be straight in the bottom of the div. That means we just use the bottom. By default, it is a left and top. That means left here and top from the upper level, and left from this uh, left side of the screen, or the div we are using. So now it is the bottom center actually. So we can use, for example, bottom right. Yes, now you can see the bottom right. That means it will be in the bottom part and the right side. So it is called the right bottom corner. So we are using two value, bottom right. Now we can use the top right. That means the top corner, top right corner. It will be shown. Yes, now it is top right center. Same we can use uh, top left. And we also can use top center. Okay, that's simple. Just we can use left, right, bottom, center, those values. Now we can use that. We want to use that images is feed the whole div, not just the one part. Though the image is not repeated, but we want to fill the background with whole images. In that case, we can use background size actually. Background size 100% and 100%. Yes, you can see that the whole div is now filled with the image. That means with the 100% in the x and 100% in the y. If we use the only 100%, that means it is 100% to the x-axis, not the y-axis. It is stretched to the vertically, not the horizontal. So you can see it is just 100% to the x-axis, but not the y-axis. So if you use the 100% and 100%, that means it will fit the whole div actually. So now we can use the background size as well. Well, you can see that there are a lot of properties for background color, image, repeat, no, position, and size. But we can use those value just in shorthand with just one property background. For example, you want to use the background image, then we want to use the no repeat. That means it will not be repeated Before that, we want to just ensure that it will be top left, and there will be color also, and there will be size also 100%. So just remove all other values. But I think there is a problem with this size actually. The size will be uh, not here. Okay. So now it is we can use just in the one line, just the image value, then the position top left, and it is not repeated. That means just it will be shown once, and the final is the background color. So we can use this for value the same shorthand background property. So hopefully it is you have understood. It's the interesting thing for the background because mostly when you work on page-to HTML, it is important to fit up the image of the background because there are a lot of places you may have to place the image for the background CSS background. So it's important to know the every parameters of the background image, its position, and so on, and you have to use it. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Then I am going for the second section, which is about using a carousel. So just I'm commenting this code for now, and because I'm not using anymore. But before in creating our plugin, I'm just making some listing or UL with some deep. For example, we are just using some deep where some value will be there, like that h2. This is title. Well, we use the plugin actually, and this old carousel. So there will be description. This is just a demo description. Finally, you can put a button, just a button. Right now. Well, it is our basic structure of the listing. Just I'll do some CSS for this listing. So we can use a class like product. So there is no image. We can include the image also. Okay, let me bring some image. Okay. Well, this image will be like that. Search images. Okay. So I'm just copying those li because we'll just change the value. For example, there are 7 or 8 listing. So just we are keeping some demo for our purpose. Don't need to be elaborated. Okay, there are a lot of list now. Just now we'll use some CSS for the product. So let's do something with the product. Uh, Firstly, we'll do some. We'll put the list is still none because we don't want any listing. Style here default listing, and for li, just we want to use floating. That means we want to show that in the same line instead of the different line. And we can also give some width. It can be around 250 pixel, and we can give some border around the list so that it's shown more properly. Okay. Now we for h2 image and those values we'll give some styling. So for h2 we'll just h2 sorry we'll make it center. That means the text will be center aligned. And for image we'll give some image height and width because we don't want to image to be out of the box because the shape will be broken in that case. So we'll fix the height and width, so we can give the image height 200 pixel, and we can give the width we'll keep the height of that less 150 and do it 250 pixel because our li width is 250 already. Now we'll do some for the p we'll give some padding. Font size will increase like 14 pixel. Finally, we will style the button. That means the buy now button. So we'll make the text decoration none because for anchor, you know that there is underline by default. So we don't want this underline, just to make it none. And we'll give some background color. Give the blue. And we can give the font color white. We can give the height 40 pixel and width 120 pixel. Fold left means it will be left aligned. Sorry. Well, that's our basic structure. Now let's see how it will show. Okay, you can see the listing already created. There is some, well, I think the color is not came here properly. Yeah, we can see the color. You can give the font size for the button 20 pixel. You can get some padding top because you want the text to be center. So the text align center. So our basic structure is created now, but we want some spacing between the listing. That means there is no space here, but we want the space. So for that we will just create some margin right 20 pixel. Okay, now it is triple spacing. Now the original text for the slider, that means the cursor we will include. Now it will started. How you want to make it the it will be scrolling. That means when we click on the next, it will come the next slide, not the listing will be top and bottom. Just it will be once we can see just the full listing. When we click the next, then the another four will come here. So it will be just a slider. Well, we'll use the old carousel, this slider. So let's see how to integrate it. First, there are two CSS. One is carousel main.css, another is all theme default that means CSS. So I have already downloaded. You can download from this site, their official site. So okay, first one is okay. Let me find the asset here. Okay, the old carousel dot theme and CSS, those two files. I'll just keep it in my CSS folder. Then I will go for JS file, this one. Now I'm keeping it my JS folder. Well, it is already in my folder, but just replace it. Okay. So there is another file which is Jquery Library. That means the library dependency library, because without the Jquery library, this plugin will not work because it is Jquery based plugin. So you have to keep that mind. Well, they have already included this one. Now I have to include those files actually. So just copy it and place our HTML port. We have to correct the link because our structure is different. First one is carousel. The second one is theme. This one is theme. Well, now it's turn for the JS, but just opening it. And there is a folder in our working directory. So with that one, and for that also, there is a JS folder. Okay. So those two files already included. Now I have the HTML part ready. Now we will go for initialization. That means we will call the plugin to initialize it function, the main function of the cursor. So we'll keep that in the script tag. We can give the name to here. So let's see if it's working or not. Yeah, it is already working. So you can see that. Yeah. So it's now working fine. So it's simple. Just we use our CSS, then include the JS plugin, the plugin for the old carousel. Then it is making the carousel. Then we can also make it important is that it is responsive. The main advantage of this plugin is it is already responsive. You don't need to do anything extra for the responsiveness. For example, now we can see the screen is below. Just there are two item in the same screen. That means the navigation item is now increased. If we increase the yeah now it is 3. That means the navigation is already adjusting here. And for the big screen, it is 4 or 5 because our screen is already 5 here. Uh, the so it is depending on the screen, just how many items can be stayed at the same time. So it is depending on the screen. So it is totally responsive. So fully, this plugin will be helpful for if you want to make such uh, product gallery or something else like the team gallery or any other review for the client, so on. You can use this plugin. Well, I will complete my session very soon. If you have any questions, you can ask. Well, there is a question from Fahim Murshid that what is the code for the different directory for background image? For example, if the image is inside a folder, well, it's simple. You have to make the directory name. For example, if I go to the code, just I am showing here. Okay, I'm just uh, keeping, just returning back the my inbox. Well, so there, for example, I'm not in this folder. Just I may want to use the image folder, and there is some image. Just I want to image. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see it is already included. That means just you have to put the images, the name of the folder, then the slash, and it will work. Other. That means in the HTML how it will work. Yes. In the same way, you can use the CSS part also. So it's not different actually. It's the simple. So you can use in that way. Hopefully, fine, Murshid, you got your answer. Well, if you have any other questions, you can ask. I will complete my session. And whoever joined in the later, don't worry. You can see the whole session within the same URL. When I complete my session, after that you can see the whole session just replay because the whole session is recorded, and you can see the recorded version later. So you don't need to miss anything. You see everything. And if you have any question later, you can comment. I will try to reply your comment later. Well, before I end my session, I just want to introduce about the CodersTrust, why CodersTrust will work or how it is working. Well, CodersTrust is basically a Denmark-based company which has already branch in many countries. The main branch is located in Dhaka, Bangladesh, and it has also branch in India, Kenya, Nairobi, and Bhutan. Also, there are some other countries already started the operation for the CodersTrust. The main difference of the CodersTrust with the other IT institute is that CodersTrust is not working for the learning or developing skill. Also, it is showing how to earn the money in the whole global marketplace using the skills. So that means there is a complete package in the CodersTrust. So the students of the CodersTrust get the big opportunity to get touch in the experience freelancer who are already working for a long time in the marketplaces. So they have a guideline. So when they're starting the new project in the marketplace, they don't need to be worried and if or they're stuck in any point because they have a 24/7 support from the expert. If you want to test what is CodersTrust, you can start the free trial 14 days if you want to see how actually to work. And you can see that there were some courses for 4 months and 7 months for HTML, CSS, basic front end. You can start for the 4 month. And there is a advanced course for full stack development, which is 7 month duration. For more detail, you can contact with the support team. The support team is very dedicated. You can get answer, and you can see the success stories of the student of the CodersTrust who are already working in the marketplaces, so which will be inspired for the newcomers. If you feel confident that you have a passion to work in this IT field, actually CodersTrust will be the best choice for you to continue your journey to this IT or web development. And there's other courses also like Android development. If you are interested, you can check the site. So hopefully you have enjoyed today's session. If you have any question, you can ask. For your concern, I just want to ensure that there will be Sunday to Thursday, our free session will be added, and uh, Monday and Tuesday it will be in totally English. So the global students from the other countries, other than the Bangladesh, can also join this session so that you can understand properly our session. So Monday and Tuesday it will be totally in English. So it will be actually a great opportunity for the global students as well, and the other students, the students from the Bangladesh also can join here. So hopefully you'll enjoy this session. Well, there can be a specific font. Yeah, there is a Google font. If you want to use the Google font, I'll try to make another session in how to use the Google font. But for the just time want to use, for example, I want to use the font family for the our age to part. Well, font family. There is some default font which is already there. But if you want to other custom font, you can use from the Google font. For example, I just want to use the Fantasy. Well, looks how I'm using it. Just the font family and then the font name, and it will be changed here. Okay, you see the this title actually now it is Fantasy. That means the title of this product. It is now Fantasy. So if you want to use another custom font, you have to use the Google Fonts, or you have to install a font also. The You can search the Google how to use the custom font from the website downloading. I will try to make another session on fonts, so it will hopefully it will help you. Well, hopefully, fine, Murshid. You got your answer. Okay, I'm going to finish today's session, and hopefully you'll join our regular session. It's every night from Sunday to Thursday and 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So take care. Bye. Good night.